is it like is it like a female 50 Shades of Grey? Like, is she blowing my back out?
Like she's putting in some good work. I'm not gonna say like dislocating your hips or whatever. I'm just gonna say like she's putting in
decent effort.
Like she's like
some solid motion going on.
I almost broke my chair. You just make sure my Bev is facing because it has a cool logo.
Are you sponsored by Arizona Iced Tea?
I fucking wish. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Good.
I think it's cool looking.
Let's get them on that. Can we make that happen?
I mean, I have to get in some contacts with some people. I might need more than one camera.
Just tweet at them every day.
I might need to also not be in my basement.
No. I'm sure they'd love the small kind of podcast.
Local. They're local
guys.
Hey. Plus, all they gotta do is tweet me out one time,
just like a like, not
like hey, it's a like, and I'm like,
and then everything's a DM on the
I'm
side.
in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
In there.
So, yeah. Well, this is the start. Okay. Anyways. Let me introduce you. This is my friend Alex Dorcean.
That's me.
Alex, you are a man of many interests, I'd say. I think you're very interested in music, baseball, cars. I think I like the way that you orient yourself and what you align yourself with. You're very out there. You do a lot of things, and I'm like, that's cool.
You can't do just one thing.
I get stuck doing one thing, so I had to do this thing.
This is a good thing, though.
This is a nice thing.
This is a nice thing.
It's getting better too, and especially having a guy like you on, having Vikram and a lot of fun, people in my life, having them on. But so where did you go to school when you went to school? You're not going to school.
So we want to break it down from the beginning.
Yeah, let's go to the beginning.
I went to pre-K somewhere.
I went to pre-K. Anyways, we don't care about pre-K.
I went to the Roberts through 5.
Yeah.
And then the Andrews.
Rapping the Andrews, okay.
6 through 8, and then Medford High.
Okay, and then
Southern New Hampshire. Freshman year, went to SNU. Had a blast at SNU. And then I transferred out into UMass Boston. That's where I'm at now.
Right now. Okay, all right. So how was because I know obviously your college, since you had the transfer and you have all these other things as well. Where are you in the process? Are you where you're supposed to be at?
I am technically like a semester, almost half a semester behind due to that transfer.
Yeah, I can imagine. Because I was saying, I have difficulty, picking my classes between, in my own, you know what I mean? And, figuring out what I got to do. And, but if I had to transfer, I think I'd, pass out. I'd need to I'm taking a whole year off to figure this out.
It wasn't bad. I got a bunch of, most of my classes from SNU came over.
Yeah, it's good.
It's just that, I missed all the stupid shit that, UMass Boston needs to.
Yeah, their gen eds and stuff. Yeah, I can imagine. But because I know, Liana transferred into UMass Lowell, and I was like, what was that process? She's like, oh, I just have to do this. I have to take this many classes. I was like, oh. Because I didn't really realize you have to, retake. Yeah, you gotta, we have to, take new classes. Yeah. I'm like, why? You already did it. In my mind. Not that you already did the same thing. The new school is hey, I know you did this over there, but, we're not going to count that. Yeah, it's not us.
You're going to do it again for us.
That's ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
But, so, do you have, classes this semester? Are you in classes? How many classes do you have?
5.
And I work?
Yeah.
Oh my lord! And you do the baseball stuff?
I do that.
Oh my god! Alex, I'm stressed.
I wake up and I do work.
I wake up, work, go to sleep. And hey, a little bit of Xbox with us sometimes. Play a little bit of Warzone. But your job, you work at.
I work at Mercedes of Boston.
Yeah, which is not the highlight of your life, but it's the thing that I pair with you the most because you're where I'm at. You're there a lot.
I'm there.
And you seem to enjoy it, and you get some fun stories.
I started there when I was 20, and they just kind of let this. Once you build, you got to build the trust. You can't just walk in there and they'll let you do whatever you want. You get in there, you're like, all right, nose to the grind. Is that nose to the grindstone? Nose to the grindstone.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Okay. So you work your ass off for a month, 2 months. You get on the good side of all the higher up people, and then they start throwing you all
and then you slack.
Yeah, and then you start slacking, but they love it.
Yeah,
when you need to flip the switch, you just flip it. Yeah, yes, absolutely, I'd love to do that. I'll drop everything I'm doing and do this for you, like shit like that.
Yeah. Because also you're good. Like you're good at that. You're good at like finessing the situation you're in. Yeah. So it's like you know that you'll be able to like if you need to like right the second they ask you to be like serious, it's like I'm locked in.
Oh, 100%.
Otherwise, let me just look at the cool cars.
Yeah.
Let me look at the cool cars. Let me do the night the
like
drop offs I want.
Yeah, I'm the kid who's like leaning on the wall on his phone, just kind of hanging out.
Until it's go time.
Until I see someone important, I'm like, oh,
like all right, here we go.
Let's
get
to work.
Like,
yeah.
You said you've seen. Who are some of the people you've seen?
Celebrities?
Like celebrities, like just famous people.
Tuka Rask.
Rask, that's cool. Did he buy it? Did these people? All right, say what they do, say who they were, and then if they got a car.
So Tuka Rask had a car already, and he got service done. So his agent came in, and then he like strolled in a couple minutes later. I was like, I'm a black guy. But I was like, holy shit, I know you from somewhere. Took me a couple minutes. Guy was like, dude, who the fuck is that? He was like, buddy, that's Tuka Rask. I was like, oh, okay.
That's one of the best gold.
I got it. We're up here. Good one, Dom. I know it. Love it. Taco Fall. I know you love it too.
Yeah, we love Taco.
That guy. I've never been more fucking scared in my life. S-Class comes in. If you don't know what an S-Class is, look it up. Anyways, so you put it right here. Just put it right here. I'm making you work already.
Hey. I knew you were gonna put me to work on this thing. I had a feeling you were gonna be like, oh.
I saw it with V, and I was like, all right, if he's getting cutouts, I'm getting cutouts.
You got special treatment, so I'll throw S-Class right up there.
So, door swings open on an S-Class. I can't even see inside of it. I just see a leg, like whole leg just comes up.
Like the size of you.
Yeah, literally, no, like leg, and I'm like, oh, this guy's kind of tall. Leg comes out, other leg comes out, and then he swings out, and he just extends. Like, he just keeps going. And I'm like, holy shit, I know you.
Yeah, you're Taco Fall.
And I was like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but, like, you're just, I'm literally, like, this is how we had a conversation, like,
that's
I'm like,
so weird.
You're Taco Fall.
I went to the game Sunday, and...
I did see that.
Yeah, I went to the game. And even just looking, because when you're up and you're there, like, even so, it's, like, even more than television. Like, in television, you kind of forget. But when you're there and you're looking, like, from a distance, you're like, Kemba looks like really small out there. Like, you can really see, like, the size differential between all the guys. And, because Kemba's, like, 6 foot. But even though I'm far away, and, like, you know, my depth perception, whatever, and they all look like average-sized people. Like, Jaylen Brown looks average, even though he's 6'8".
Yeah.
When you're looking at 7'7", I don't care where you
big
are.
Guy.
You know that guy is huge. He is gigantic.
Dude, I shook his hand, his pinky, I swear to God, came down here.
So Taco Fall's been in there. So he came in his class.
Okay, no. So he came in, he was like, oh, I'm trying to buy a car. We didn't have anything that he really wanted, so
anything that he could fit in.
We gave him a car. We were like, yo, test drive it for like, I think it was like a week or some shit like that. He came back, dropped it off. He was like, you guys don't really have anything I'm looking for, like the color, the spec, shit like that. He ends up getting his own. He got it from like Miami or some shit like that.
Yeah. So is he like a car guy kind of?
I think he just needs a car that he can fit in.
Yeah, he needs something. He needs like the certain things. He's like,
yeah,
you need,
like the commercial Shaq did. I think Lincoln Mercury.
I remember. Yeah, I remember.
Shaq's like, oh my God, I can fit in these cars. Yeah, like, that's the type of thing. Yeah, that's the type of thing he's got going on.
Yeah, like I remember watching those commercials and being like, how do they fit? Like, it's just, if you're 7, like, and Taco's another, like, half a foot taller than Shaq. Yeah. I mean, obviously he's not as big body, but he's still, like, super long. His legs are long. Like, he's just a big
I was going to ask him what size pants he was wearing, but I didn't want to get into
balls.
It. No, dude, like, I bet I wouldn't ask. I bet his thigh looks like my calf.
Oh, my God. He's so big, man. I was just like, and then I was at the game. Oh, Alex, this is something that, like, you'd be pretty interested in.
Buckle up.
I experienced the future.
Okay.
At the game.
Oh,
like the future of like the way we shot was at the game.
What did you see?
So I don't know if you've been to any games and like anything since COVID.
Not since COVID. No.
Okay, so I'm one of the first like 4 games
that
they had since they got back
reopened.
So I'm in there and I'm wondering like how is this gonna go? Because I heard from some people like they like bring the food to you. I heard from some people saying like you order it on your phone, whatever. And there is that.
That's
you order on your phone, you go pick it up. But there's a thing. There's a really, really cool thing. It's like a marketplace. I'll describe what it is in saying, but it's the only one in any stadium across the country.
Really?
So this is the first
we have in the TD Garden.
We have it in TD Garden. I'm like, why not Madison Square? Why not Staples Center?
Is it robots?
it's cooler. It's like okay. So what happens is when you go in, so there's like a little vestibule, a little like opening area, atrium, where like you step in, you put in your credit card, and then it scans your credit card. You have to stand still, and then you take out your credit card. You go through like like the turnstiles. You go through these turnstiles. Yeah. And then you're inside of a like marketplace. It's like it's a room that's not that much bigger than this. It's just an average size room, maybe a little more extended. Obviously higher ceilings. And then there's like a bunch of, it looks like a marketplace. You just open up these little refrigerators that hold everything, like these little, even there's like refrigerators that hold like the Fritos or whatever, and they're all just got their price on them, and you take it and you just start taking stuff. And then after you take everything, you just leave. Out.
So it knows.
It knows what you got.
It's like weighted, right? I'm assuming
it's weighted, and it knows who to charge. So I put in my.
So you already put in your card. So it's one person at a time.
No.
Really?
No.
Really?
Many people. Like it was me, my cousin, and like 3 other people.
See, I'd be mad. I'd go home, check my card, and all of a sudden I got like.
Oh, we checked, and we were charged correctly.
Really?
Like within 15 minutes, we were charged correctly. Because what happened was we weren't explaining this process. We just walked in. We were like, and so I grabbed I grabbed Sour Patch Kids.
And I already know you're looking around like, where do we?
And I'm walking out. I'm like, where's the weight? Like, I'm waiting for something that I have to like put my weight on. Then like it'll take the card from earlier. Like you can click which card's yours. I don't know. I have no idea. And then there's literally a person that's hired there just to tell you to walk. Just leave. That's what she was saying. She's like, leave, get out. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I'm leaving, and then I just step out, and my cousin didn't think twice. He was like, okay. And then I'm just sitting there like, yo, how do we pay for this? And he was like, they took my card earlier. I'm like, how do they know what we got? And I'm like, he's like, maybe. And so I'm thinking maybe it's a one-time payment. Like you go in for $20.
You know what's probably going on? They probably have so many cameras in that little room.
So
and somebody's just like, they're all assigned one person.
We were way too interested once I started like explaining what the hell just happened to us. We were way too interested. So when we came back around, we were like, hey, the fuck?
You asked questions. Do you know how mad that would make me as an employee? If you came up to me in Mercedes-Benz and started asking me questions, get out of my face.
Well, let's just say you had this super futuristic technology in there. You'd have to understand at least. You know what I mean? It's been 3 days of it being in the... So I'm like, we're like, how did that work? And she was like, oh, let me explain. So you go in, when you put in the card, it like recognizes who just put in the card with the cameras. And it turns you, it doesn't really track. She tried to make it not seem like it was tracking you, but it's just tracking you. She was like, the camera kind of turns you into like a blob that moves around the store. And when you open doors, it figures out where you are. And if the weight changes, as you were saying, it charges your card that weight. But it waits 10 minutes just in case you put it back.
Smart.
So it can put it back and stuff.
I didn't even think about that. Like, what if you put something back? Yeah, what if you
put something back? And I was like, what if you, like, rub past somebody and, like, your blob...
and you merge into one blob and then...
Yeah. What if you're just walking with somebody, like literally, like, hugging, and then just, like... And my dad had a good point. He was like, what if you walk in with, like, a 1 pound weight and you put the weight where, like, the expensive thing is? And I'm like, who's going to walk in with, like, 31 pound weight?
We're just in my backpack.
My backpack. You're, like, struggling to get in your 80 pounds.
It's in your back, and then you... Just tell them it's part of your gender identity and don't touch me. don't you can't.
I identify as a weight carrier, so I really.
I'm going to shed my weight in here.
That's what is going to happen.
It's all right. We're okay.
So, okay. Is that something that you'd ever want to talk about? Gender identity?
My gender identity?
Not your gender identity.
And like,
what?
I'm a...
You're a dude.
He. I almost said he, she.
You're I'm a he
dude guy.
I'm a he bro.
I'm a genitalia male.
Yeah. Okay.
I identify as a male.
So what do you think
about gender identity?
Yeah.
I mean,
be honest. No one's watching.
I mean, me personally, I feel like just like where we grew up, there's not a lot of like hate and shit like that. Like I couldn't give a shit what you are.
For sure.
Like if you tell me you're pan, tran, whatever, like why am I gonna sit there and get fucking mad about that?
Okay, yeah, I agree. Like, I think we're in the same.
I'm just I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, I think it's like you do you. Have a ball.
Why am I gonna burn the gay flag and have a riot?
No, Like, I don't care.
No.
I don't care. Do what... Because I know if someone was trying to tell me what to do, I'd be like, all right, get away from me. Like,
exactly.
Even if I wanted to be a Cool Ranch Dorito bag, like, I don't care. Like, you should be allowed to be a Cool
Ranch Dorito bag.
If you want to be. So, like, with that, yeah, exactly how I feel. Just, like, let it... But... And so, because why would you say anything otherwise?
I like.
Who has the time?
I don't like the fact that people just kind of get so fucking mad.
Like mad.
Like you like boys. Why does that affect me?
Like who cares?
I don't care.
Boys.
No, I don't care.
I mean, like if anything, just the more gay guys, the better. More women to go around. that's all I'm saying. That's all. More women for us. What are you tripping about? It's not like they like bother anybody. No. You know what I mean? The only reason why they ever bother anybody is because people get mad at them, so they have parades.
Yeah.
Like imagine someone getting so mad, you're like, I'm gonna throw a parade. That's so gay.
Who does that?
Gay people do that. But
it's fine. We're fine.
Yeah, I remember I think it was like one of the gay pride parades. Like my cousin went, and I was like, "Are you gay?" And she was like, "No." And I was like, "Are you like
it's
an ally?" And she was like, "I don't know." She was like, "It was fun." Like, okay.
It's like supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. You just gotta do it. There's people who are there to actually do it. Yeah. There's people who are there to wait for a riot to happen and be a part of the riot. Yeah. There's people who are just kind of there.
Yeah. And I didn't end up going anything because I felt out of place.
My mom was. I was gonna go. My sister went actually. My mom was like, it was like peak COVID.
Yeah.
My mom was like, if you leave the house, like I'm gonna freak out at you.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering because I was like, all right.
My sister went. Like, well, she doesn't live in my house anymore, but my sister went and she had to stay at her friend's house for like a week. Because my mom was like, I don't want to die.
I don't want anybody to die. That's a very valid excuse. And like the thing with like, as long as I feel like with the parades. You know, for
it's not really a parade. I wouldn't say it's a parade.
No, it's like a march, I guess. Like a Black Lives Matter was like whenever.
That's actually what it was. It was a march.
Everyone was like congregating in all these different cities, you know.
And we came together.
Personally, I loved it. I loved every second. I like seeing like people come together.
Yeah, for a good
during
reason.
COVID, I was like, all right, like I'm not going again.
We're in the middle of a pandemonium, but it's okay.
We're in the middle of pandemonium right now. But I'm not gonna go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I couldn't go, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but,
I can't. Like
I'll support from my house.
Yeah, I'll just sit on my couch. Yeah, just making sure that
I think I was on Instagram watching people on like Instagram Live and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I'm there with you.
Yeah, but I'm just at my house.
Yeah, I don't want to catch COVID. Yeah. That's the only reason why I don't want
I went through my quarantine once, so I was good.
Oh my god, I remember you were one of the first people
out of the group. It was me.
Yeah, I was like, because you were like, I might have COVID. And I was like, wow, you're like, Schneider has COVID.
I literally probably sat this close to him.
Yeah.
We were in a car, and he's like, bro, my fucking head hurts so bad. He's complaining all day, he had a headache. And
didn't think for a second.
No. He was I was like, all right. He was like, yo, I have a headache. I didn't think,
suck it up.
Didn't think twice about it. I was like, all right, that sucks. Yeah. And it like progressively got like worse and worse to the day. He's like, bro, my fucking ears are on fire. He's like, he's sitting there and he's like put his hands in the fridge and he's like this. And I'm like, all right, what the heck? Like you got like a fever or something?
Yeah.
I didn't think about it. And they're like, oh hey, can you two go deliver this car? I'm like, yeah, sure. I brought this lady back her car on Mount Auburn Street, some shit like that. And he drove me back. Yeah, that was the exact moment that they It was great. No, the next day.
It was great.
It was great. No, it was great. That was a Thursday, so on Friday I come to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like 9, 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
He texts me. He's like, I think I have COVID. I'm like, oh.
Oh no.
What do we think? What's going on? And he's like, my mom has COVID. I was like, oh, okay.
You're sick.
So he's like, all right, I'll get back to you. So I'm at work, and one of like the higher ups asked me to grab a car. Like the service director, the guy's in charge of service.
Yeah.
So I came down, and I got out of the car. Him, my manager, are standing there, just kind of looking at me. I'm like, what's going on? What are we doing? Mm-hmm. And he's like, hey, can we clean that car? I'm like, oh, that car I was just in. Like, I just did it. And he's like, no, we're gonna do it again. He's like, you're gonna come with me. I was like, oh. I thought I did. I was like, what did I do? What's going on?
Fired.
And he was like, oh, we're gonna go into my office. So like, we're going this way. Mm-hmm. That's not his office. His office is this way. So I started walking this way.
Yeah.
And he took a sharp right. I'm like, there we go. So we walk into the general manager's office.
Oh.
So it's the general manager, me, my boss, and the guy in charge of service.
You must have thought you were.
I was like, what did I do?
Principal's office feeling. Yep.
And they were like, the GM was like, have a seat. So I sat down, And he was like, I don't know if you know, but Schneider tested positive for COVID. And I was like, I didn't. I was like, he told me he'd keep me in touch. That was it. And they're like, yeah, well, he tested positive. He literally just called me. And they asked for a list of people he's in contact with, and I was the only one on the list.
Are you two? Okay, this is just a question.
Yeah.
Are you two the only black people that work there?
Jadson.
Oh, Jadson
works there.
I was gonna say it'd be really tough if like
the two black guys.
The two black guys.
This is great. No, it gets better.
Oh, it's the Jadson.
No. So we'll get there. So, Schneider has it. They kick me out. They're like, "I'll see you in like 2 weeks. Go get a COVID test." Blah blah blah. So that same morning, I ate breakfast with Jadson. So we sat in a break room, just me and him, just like one chair away from each other, just like hanging out, just ate some breakfast. So they kick me out. And they're like, "Yo, Jadson, you're gonna come take Alex's shit because Alex and Schneider they're both gone in COVID." And Jadson's in his head. He's like, "If they sent Alex home, why didn't they send me home?"
Yeah.
So Jadson works the whole day. Comes the next day. He's like, it's a Saturday. So Saturday's the earliest day. We get to work at 7:30. We open at 8. He gets in at 8, and he walks into the service director's office, and he was like, "Hey, I was with Alex yesterday." The guy's like, "Go home." So there's like one kid working on this Saturday.
Wait, is he black or is he white?
Jadson's black.
No. Oh wait. No.
Oh, service director?
Yeah.
White guy.
Okay. So just like the three black kids.
3 black kids just
got COVID.
Done.
That's
down for the count.
That's so tough for the company.
So they brought back. So they had cut like everybody. They were like, "Yeah, we'll see you later." Like COVID. Yeah, we're not paying you. We're not.
Yeah.
They kept me, Schneider, and like a couple other kids.
Yeah. Kept the boys on. That's nice.
Yeah. So it was like me, Schneider, and then like one other kid like working every day.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't school at the time, and they changed all of our hours, so we opened at 9 and closed at 5. So like just come in 9 to 5 every day.
9 to 5, yeah.
Yeah. And so us 3 got COVID. Then they brought back everybody just to like pick up with the slack that was going on. So I was like, I mean, it's great. Yeah, we worked hard, I guess.
Yeah.
No, it was a great time. I spent 2.5 weeks in my bedroom.
Oh my god.
I got my meals like delivered to me with little.
Oh my god.
My parents would talk to me out of my bedroom window, and yeah, it was great. Just
you have a bedroom window? Oh, like you have one outside?
Yeah.
And
so my bedroom's on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
I have a balcony on my 2nd floor, so like they come out to the 2nd floor, like balcony. They start talking to me.
Yeah, and we didn't know enough yet, really.
No.
Like with COVID, so it was kind of tough to like.
And I got my. They were like so. I went to like Beth Israel in Chelsea, something like that.
Hospital, yep.
And they were like, "Okay, if you have COVID, we'll call you. If not, we'll give you a letter in the mail. And you'll get it in like a week." So I never got that letter in the mail till my 2nd week. So my mom was like, "I'm not really gonna like let you out until we get the letter, because like who knows? Like maybe they forgot to call you." I was like, "Maybe a hospital didn't forget to call me."
Yeah, right. That's also true.
She was. I was like, "You know what? That's fine."
Can't argue with moms.
No, I can't.
Never.
I wasn't gonna say it. Wasn't gonna say.
It would never work. You can't argue.
I just like after the first week, I like just started touching doorknobs again.
You're like,
I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm not putting my mask on.
Yeah, I mean, because if you're in your own house, like I feel
it's harder. It's much harder.
It's so hard because you just stay in one room.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh my god,
I'm super lucky.
Awful. It's terrible.
I have a bathroom. I have a fridge. I have like a mini fridge. I have like a toaster, like a mini toaster. But I have like a sink. I got all the stuff that I really need to live. But like for you, like, I got a bedroom.
I got 1 water at the beginning of the day, and then 1 water at the end of the day. If I wanted anything else, I'd have to like make like a list. Like I'd sit there and like just like type away.
That's so wild. I mean, I'm trying to think of like if I had COVID and I had to just like choose what I wanted, I feel like I'd just start like asking
I'm hungry
for funny things. I'd be like, hey, can someone get me like squash? Like just like, hey, like COVID's really getting to me. I think I really need some squash.
What are you, pregnant? Like you're just craving it.
I'm getting strange cravings. I mean, Liana still can't like taste.
That's not good. You know, there's a thing on TikTok. It's you're supposed to like burn the orange and then eat the orange.
She won't do that.
Why won't?
What do you think she'd do that though?
Well, what's the point of eating things if I literally couldn't taste anything? I don't know if I.
She said she can taste things, but it's like some things are different. Like she can't eat like eggs. Like eggs don't taste right, or like chicken. Chicken doesn't taste right. Pizza. Things don't taste right. I'm like.
Well, what do they taste like now?
I don't know. I was trying to ask her. I was trying to like figure it out, and she was like, "Oh, it's just like it's got that taste." As I was like, well,
I don't know what that is.
But Kayla too. She was like, "Yeah, she's like things taste different since."
I mean, Kayla also eats gluten free. Oh my god! So I accidentally made gluten free pasta one day.
Was it any good?
It was the worst thing I've ever had.
Yeah. So like, what is gluten?
Okay. So I actually when I did it, I sent Kayla a Snapchat. I was like, "This is the worst thing I've ever had in my life." So I didn't realize it until I was done and eating it, and I was like, "This is weird. This isn't the same."
Something's not right.
I go to the box, and in big letters, it's gluten free. I'm like, "I'm stupid. I'm dense." Like, I was gonna say, like, I don't know. Like, was my hand covering it, or what was going on?
It must have been like, oh, gluten free, eh? Like,
I can't read.
Some DiGiorno. DiGiorno.
So like, you put it in your mouth and pause.
Hey yo.
We're good. No. We're good.
This happens too often. Once an episode, I get like a really, really sus moment.
It's fine. No, we're fine. We paused. We paused.
You're right.
We paused.
Go.
If I let that slide, that's different.
Yeah, very different. If you're like put it in my mouth and then you like give
just
me
continued going on.
Put it in my mouth and then I. Imagine.
No.
Okay, continue.
All right. It's like. You know when you put water on paper and it like falls apart?
Yes.
Imagine that in your mouth.
Oh no!
Yeah,
so there's no like.
No, there's nothing holds it together. No,
is that what it does? Then?
It was literally the word. But imagine like a funny aftertaste with it too. It might be. I don't know.
Is flour partly like?
I don't want to be wrong.
Yeah, I don't want to be wrong. Hey, you know what? Just because we have no background, we have no fact checking. We're just gonna say it's partly flour.
Okay, I'll go with that.
It's partly flour.
All right.
So I mean, because isn't flour holds like cakes together
and stuff like that? Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's gotta have something to do with the flour.
Most likely.
If it's falling apart in your mouth. If it's
just like the worst thing in the world. Like I was
almost want to spit it out.
I was like, if I didn't have to like go to work right now, I'd throw this out.
Sometimes you just eat.
I just eat. Yeah.
I had what I was wondering, like, there's colors we can't see, right? But like, what if all of a sudden you just saw like a new color?
That'd be different. You know what? That'd be.
Because we can't possibly think of these colors.
I've been seeing that on like TikTok. It's like you've never seen true blue before.
Yeah,
it's like,
or ultra. Wait, no, we can see.
Stare at this dot until I say so, and then like they like do some weird shit. And then
also, a lot of the colors we see are on screens, which is not
the same as seeing the color in real life.
So it's like. I was wondering, like, what if you just saw a new color? Like, just something new, you know what I mean? Like, and I've seen the different variants of the colors we know.
I'd kind of trip out a little bit. I'd be like, what is this? I've never seen this a day in my life.
Like, there was a new primary color.
Yeah.
And it just, because the thing is, if you add one color, it adds a ton of new colors. Because then you can mix them. You know what I mean? Like, if you added, like, a real primary, like,
new color, you have like a yellow, bunch blue, of other colors now.
And then it's a yellow, blue, red, and like kerfuffle. Like it's like you add kerfuffle into the mix. I had that happen to me, not color but taste. I thought I had like tasted most types of things, like sweet, savory, sour, those types of sweet, savory, sour. I've had like like just like that cheese, like the dairy, like you know when something.
Yeah.
Like you can tell that like cheese and like milk for some reason they're just like. They fall into the same category because it's dairy.
Yeah, dairy.
But I had food today. I had dinner today.
What did you eat today?
It was like pasta but it had like a feta. It was like an Alfredo sauce. It was like a feta Alfredo sauce, and like we had to put like hot peppers in it. And for some reason, I don't know if something was like missing in my mind, or I'm like, this just is new. It's just a new taste, and it really was like. Nice. At
least it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It's just like I feel like it would definitely take like a couple weeks of like
to get used to.
To get not eating every day, but like a couple weeks, eat it like 3 times, and like over the next couple weeks, just to like acclimate my taste buds. But like it's kind of cool knowing there's more tastes out there.
Like V Indian food.
Indian.
Have you ever had Indian food?
I have, but I not like the real. I feel like I've had like
so
American.
I would shout out Pratik. I went to an Indian wedding, which is his brother's wedding.
How Indian is Pratik?
Very. He's pretty Indian.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna have like make a scale, but like I don't have a scale.
Of like 1 to India.
He went to Bangladesh.
Oh, very. Yeah. Okay, continue.
Yeah. Like he was.
You went to an Indian wedding though?
Yeah.
Was he your guest? You were like his guest.
I was a guest.
That's so cool.
And they had like actual Indian food. It was great.
It wasn't
bad.
Good?
So like
was it different? Like that
it was.
feeling?
Oh, it was very different. Very like you look at it and you're like, but like you eat it because everyone around you's eating it.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, this actually isn't that bad. And that's what's kind of like to like judge culturally like.
Yeah. You gotta be because like I watched this thing like it's like a taboo like National Geographic whatever, and it was like Indians having their like in like the heart of India having like their kids get married at like 13.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like, ew.
I'm out.
Yuck,
like, I gotta go.
Stay away.
Yeah.
But for them,
that's like how it goes.
It's just how it is, and like they're
is.
like. And the way that it was described was like, all right, listen, half of your marriages end in divorce. Can't be working too good in America.
I'm picking it.
And and they're like, we're just gonna pick, and you're just gonna stick to it. Imagine. And if it isn't great, that's not supposed to be that great. So it's like, and then sometimes you do.
Sometimes it works out though.
But yeah, like I saw this one the example they used. I feel like they were just like they found the best example possible. The guy was like, yeah, I got paired with her, and I think it's just from needing each other and like knowing that like we were stuck together forever, like it made me fall in love with her. I'm like, that's a very
interesting way to look at that.
Yeah, it's like the Stockholm syndrome.
Oh yeah.
Like when you fall in love with your captor. I feel like that's more of like a female thing.
Yeah, that is more of. I mean, we can't like.
Can't generalize.
No, you can't generalize
because there is outliers, and outliers are loud, so
yeah,
that's the problem. But I mean, I'm just saying, like it's like, but it's just like how the opposite is like.
Yeah.
A guy, like a dominant woman, can like scare.
Scare a guy into marriage.
Like, and they don't want to.
Like I've never seen this movie, but 50 Shades of Grey. Is that like roles reversed?
Yeah, like if those roles were reversed, no guy's hanging in with that. I don't think. I don't know if like. I mean, not like.
What if they're into it though? But then we're changing up like the story, and it doesn't make much sense. It's like.
They should do 50 Shades of Grey like backwards. Like they should do that.
Like the females is the dominant one?
Yeah, the females like put this on. And then like,
I feel like dominant females are like they're all about like latex and like whips.
Yeah, whips definitely like strap on.
Oh
like,
god.
Alright. How much money would you need?
Okay.
To like have a girl.
Oh, we're getting into like Xbox late night Xbox territory here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Put a strap on and like hit it from the back. How much money would you need to allow that to happen?
How much are we talking here?
All right, well, we're gonna keep it under. We can't be like two. We're not gonna make
2
you one of the
million,
richest people in the world.
We're talking 3 billion.
We're talking under 100 million.
Under like 100 million is the cap.
And then 100 million is the cap. Like, if you're not gonna do it for 100 million, we're not gonna.
And now is this like a one night type of thing? Like
yes.
One night,
you're guaranteed this amount of money.
Now, do I know from the beginning, or like
you know?
I knew from the beginning,
and like everyone knows, like they know what you did to get that money. like they know what
they know it. Now, is it like a quick in and out?
DOD knows what exactly.
Is it like a quick in and out, or is it like?
That's an important question.
That's a very important question.
I'm gonna say.
And is it like a female 50 Shades of Grey? Like, is she blowing my back out?
Like she's putting in some good work. I'm not gonna say like dislocating your hips or whatever. I'm just gonna say like she's putting in
decent effort.
Like she's like
some solid motion going on.
Yeah, I almost broke my chair.
Sorry.
But
we'll get you a new chair. Arizona will get you a new chair.
I need new chairs actually, but okay.
Bean bags. Think about it.
That would be sick. I need like taller bean bags.
You just get rid of the table.
Yeah.
2 bean bags.
But the table cost me money, and I put it together myself.
Use it for like.
Can you tell I have these little openings in between where I put papers? Like, so
fine.
That's my bad. But okay, so 100 million's the cap.
And am I ever gonna see this girl again?
It's like a solid at least 10 to 15
minutes of like.
Yeah, like it's like a solid, like a normal. I'd say like.
So like, you familiar with guys can finish if you like up the butt. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So is it like I?
You do orgasm.
I have to finish.
Yeah.
So she goes until I finish.
Yeah.
It's a great question. Do I A, know the person, or 2, am I ever going to see them again? Like, it's just like I go to a bar.
You know what? We got to give you. I think I it's a lot. The whole sex session. We're kind of taking a lot. We only put the cap. We put a cap on the money. I'll say we'll put this. We'll put this in your favor.
All right.
You can pick the woman out of everybody in the world.
Like
you can pick.
Like I could have like Kylie Jenner bend me over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that
still is not appealing.
Like even me just saying that was gross.
It's just wrong.
It was wrong.
But it's one of the probably top 10 options you have to choose. Like I don't know what your opinion is, like a Margot Robbie, maybe.
Not bad. That's not a bad choice.
Like a Zendaya. She's a little too skinny. I don't think she could be able to.
I don't
know if she'd be able to put in that work.
You can't imagine her putting in that work. Like Lizzo, like you're gonna go with Lizzo.
You kind of need someone that could put in the work though, because you need to have it
like a Serena. Imagine like Serena Williams, like hitting you from the back.
Oh, she'd dominate. she'd make like the tennis sounds like.
Oh, I don't know.
She would. She could like
imagine me like your neighbor and you're like, who's
what?
Playing tennis that
loud? I think is that Serena Williams?
Just some crying.
yeah, some crying, and you just hear like, oh, I hear Serena Williams playing tennis. Is it the old?
Looking all over the place.
But so you get to pick. What's the amount of money it would take?
It'd have to be the max.
Like, have to go 100
because if I take anything less, everybody knows about it, and everyone knows that I'm stupid for not taking the max.
How about people don't know the max?
They don't know the max.
Now people know the max.
People now know. Yeah.
People that are watching.
Yeah.
But like, if in this fake world,
I just somehow came into like
you say
X million
you tell everyone will think it's the
stocks.
Max. Everyone's just gonna assume it's the max.
I rode GameStop to the absolute moon.
Yep.
No one's gonna find out.
No one will find out what the actual max.
I mean, I'm still taking the max. I just can't let a girl blow my back out for not the max. Are you taking anything less than the max?
Severely, I think.
Really?
Because I'm thinking, right? I need it to be some type of life-changing money. I need my life to change. $1 million would change a lot of people's lives. It would change mine for sure. It would change a lot of things. I'd be able to pay for school, whatever, all that stuff.
100%.
Pay for a house, couple down payments.
And then you literally just have money to just sit around, like keep under your mattress.
But I want to like mess around a little bit with some money. I want to have enough to where like I can literally just have a little. Because like think $1 million. Think of all things $1 million does for you. All things $1 million do for you. $2 million doubles it. You know what I mean? So it's just like people like the difference between $1 and $2 million is that big.
Is very large. Yeah.
Is that big? So I'm thinking like $10 million. I'd get railed in the ass. Yeah.
Realistically, like if I couldn't take 100 mil, I'd take like 50. I could be okay with.
If someone was really like, if someone really said this to you, this is really a thing.
Like if this is really
have $10 million in front of you. You gonna? But here's my problem. Here's when these types of questions get tough.
Yeah.
I say 10 million, right? But if someone said 9,000. Or was it 9,000,99999?
9,999,000.
Yeah. I'd be like, okay. And then like, I wonder how far down I'd go from there.
Yeah, I feel like that just really depends on.
Because when you do let the million slip.
Yeah.
Like someone said like, hey, $1 million.
Then I blow your back up. I mean, me in my current financial standpoint, if like realistically, you'd say the same thing. If anybody of your choice spawned in front of you and was like, hey, I'll blow your ass out for 10 minutes.
Okay, ready? What if it was like right here?
Right here, right
Someone
now.
Spawned like right here.
Right,
Everyone's like, DOD's gotta watch. First of all, I'm just saying.
We're never speaking of it again.
I need a cut.
Okay, yeah.
That's the first thing.
I hope it's vice versa, too.
Yes. You'd get a cut for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'd just be forced to watch you get your
it'd be like my mental state.
Get your spine rearranged.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. What would that be like? Imagine walking in a room
and seeing that.
Like that's what I was saying. Like when I'm gonna be rooming with people soon, and obviously, whatever if they're like having sex, like of people that like I assume they're having sex with. But like I'm rooming with Nick DeSimone. Say he's like a closet gay, right?
You have to find
out. I had no idea because
I
think as far as I'm concerned, he has a girlfriend right now. For all I know, he is. You know what I mean? If I walk in, he's getting his back blown out, getting his guts rearranged.
Oh, I'd be like, okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I need to like disintegrate.
You just gotta.
I need like buttons or something. I need like a controller just to like control alt delete.
Fidget spinner. 24/7.
Yeah, I just.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing, man. I'm scared. But okay, you know what? I'm gonna switch gears.
All right. Wait. So I feel like we have to answer the question at least.
For me, lowest possible number I'd go to is 5.
5 million.
I'd be negotiating. I'd start my negotiation. Obviously, you start at 100.
Start higher
because that's what our max was.
But
if I got haggled down to 5, I could do 5.
5 million. Realistically, $5 million.
It's a lot of money, dude.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. In our fake scenario, we were talking 100 millions, but like, that's just like that's even more.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's like you can't even.
I like how that went. We were like, oh, it has to be the max, and then we kind of like logicked.
You have to be logical because like really, you're gonna turn out 5 million. Oh, there's a lot.
Really?
Of stuff. 5 million.
You know what I can do?
What can you do?
I can do a lot.
What would you do?
What would I do with $5 million?
Yeah. So you just got fucked in the ass.
Get my asshole surgically fixed.
I'd get my memory
erased,
just so I don't.
It never
remember.
happened.
Okay.
But yes, I just got my back blown out and found $5 million outside the next.
$5 million later. And
it actually came into my account. I don't know.
Yep. There.
It's just there. What would I do? So I pay off my parents' house.
Good.
First thing.
Yeah.
I'd buy my own house.
Mm-hmm. Would you buy it or would you put like a down payment and like make sure you're financially able to set aside enough money so you could pay it off over time? Maybe give it to renters, or do you want to like buy a house for you?
We'll get there.
Okay, sorry.
So, buy my first house.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just here's X million dollars.
Yeah.
Actually, it wouldn't be like a crazy house because I only have $5 million. Houses are expensive.
Yeah, very.
And insurance, shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, average house.
So I'm thinking that down.
Build it. Yeah, I thought about it, but and then what I'm gonna do is get a second house, down payment on that, and I rent out that second house.
Yeah, I'd be a real estate mogul for sure.
Yeah, I do want to do that at some point. I would. So I've got my money. Yes. I wouldn't stop working either. Mm-hmm. I'd put money into stocks, companies, shit like that. Have other assets. Maybe offer to like start up some companies. Or just help out smaller companies that need a boost in revenue.
DOD.
Amazon, where you at? And then where was I? Just train of thought. Just
small companies.
And then just kind of work with what I have. Yeah, I continue working, so I'm not losing. I'm not like getting lazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not working. I have $5 million and now I'm just done. Like I'm gonna retire. Like this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just grow that. 100%.
What's like the ideal business venture
for me?
Like if you were to, because I'm assuming you want to do some small business stuff, like help maybe like some of your so say like Andrew has like a cool idea, you could be like, all right, I could fund that for you. I can help you out. You know what I mean? Since like we'll do it together, I'll be part of it, and we can make money together, but I'll just fund it to start. Maybe the DOD-Cast.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Give it a little bit. Give it like a, all I need is a camera.
We just like a
wall.
Like a green screen, man. Like if this wall's green, right?
Yeah. I've had a lot of ideas like that. I've had people tell me a lot of different things to do. And
you could just go to like Party City, buy like a green wall.
Trying to get that boy John
to like engineer you.
To engineer me
a what?
A DOD.
Oh, I did hear about this.
And I want it to happen, but I mean, you know how hard it is to contact John. So I'm trying. I mean, like I'm not that I'm like trying too hard either. Once I push him, I'll get him to do it for sure because he's good like that. But like so say like you had the money but you also want to start one like a business yourself. I know you said like it'd be interesting to do like a car type of thing because like you're so good with them, you understand them.
What I'm very interested in is I want to work at like. So like I don't want to do what I'm doing now. Yeah. If I could, I'd work at like performance shops. So like I do like deal with like my cars all day.
Okay.
Like specifically my cars.
Okay.
Like people who have like put time and money into their cars, and like people who want to go fast and people like want to break records. There are people who absolutely do that. There are people who just throw money at already expensive cars and like they do quarter miles in 7 seconds.
Yeah, they make a mega dope.
And hit like 200 miles an hour in 7 seconds. From a dead standstill.
Craziness.
Like shit like that. Shit like cool shit. You know what I mean?
You want to do fun stuff.
Like, yeah, I want to do something that I have fun doing every day, because I know a lot of people that don't enjoy doing what they're even going to school for.
I feel that.
And like they're studying and like I absolutely hate this. Why am I doing this?
Yep.
And they're like, oh, but the money's great. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna be miserable.
You're so,
and I'm sorry.
It's so terrible.
Because you're paying like at SNU everywhere you go, dude. Everyone's a fucking sports management major.
Yeah.
And they're like, what are you doing? They're like, oh, it's the easiest thing. I'm like, why are you?
Why
are we here?
Are you wasting your money?
Why are we here?
Yeah.
Like some IT kids. And they're like, oh, this is impossible. I fucking hate this.
Yeah.
Like, but IT money's great.
Yeah.
I'm like, what, you're gonna go struggle to find a job, and then when you do find a job, absolutely hate it?
Yeah, it's just like quality of life means a lot.
Yeah.
Especially today.
So I go to school for marketing, so like I can
Me too.
market. We can
market.
So I wanted to originally focus on like social media marketing and like only handle that, like Instagram, Facebook, shit like that. But like as I've been getting older, I've been like kind of just broadening that and just like marketing in general, realistically, because it gives me not only more opportunities, as a hire, but I also found it because at first I was like, oh, social media marketing just has my interest. That's what I'm interested in. But like I kind of like branched away from that. So it'd be like that. Like if I like right now, if I could go and market for like a performance shop, I'd love that.
That'd be like
that'd be lit.
Super lit. Unless you could like be in the shop, and be like around all the stuff, and you do it yourself. Bring your car, and you could be like, "Hey, let me soup up my car too." Yeah. So, like that'd be such like an ideal scenario for you. I was like, that was actually one of the things I like wanted to make sure I asked you. Like, what are some things that like you would like to do or try, or like, because I know you also enjoy like your baseball. So is there any way that like that could factor in? Like, would you? I know you could say like marketing for baseball, or whatever.
Yeah, but that's kind of harder. From like, me personally, I feel like that's harder because I feel like you have to like be in a system to like start marketing with a team.
How do you? Okay,
I don't even know.
Has a pretty like bad problem right now with like keeping younger viewers. How would you fix?
How would I fix baseball?
How do you fix baseball?
So, I feel like a lot of it's like the attention span kind of thing. Like but there's a lot. So like when I watch a baseball game, I'm one of the few people who can like watch a baseball game and like keep interest 100%. Yeah. I just I pay attention to everything that's going on, not just pitcher, catcher, batter hits ball, everything like that. Just because I feel like I was there, I did that.
Yeah, baseball.
I understand everything that's going on. I know why the shortstop's no longer a shortstop; he's on the other side of the field. There was
the switches. And
yeah, stuff like that. Like I actually love college baseball more than I love Major League Baseball. 100%.
Why is that?
It's just so much more entertaining.
Why though?
Because I don't know if have you ever seen a college baseball game?
It's been a long time.
When you get a chance, absolutely watch a college baseball game.
Because I asked you this because I watched the Angels play the White Sox. Weird game.
Was a couple days ago. Yesterday.
2
days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago maybe. And when Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, it was 2 days ago.
He's
amazing. Good guy.
I love Shohei Ohtani.
What did he do? He broke some record. Oh, currently in the MLB, he has the fastest pitch as a starter at 101 miles an hour.
As well.
Yeah, and the hardest hit home run off the bat at 115 miles an hour.
Just like a freak in nature. And so he was specifically why I was watching it. And plus, White Sox, they got Abreu.
Yeah, they got Abreu.
So I was able to watch like 3-4 innings, and 5 innings actually, because up until Ohtani got yanked from pitching. And then I think he might have exited the game too because he got hurt. I saw the guy like slid into it. It was nice. It was not purpose.
It was unfortunate.
Just a tough play. It needed to slide. It needed to happen.
Yeah.
So but I was watching and I was like, this is this was a good one. I was like, I watched a good.
And there's definitely boring parts of games.
Yeah, but that game, I was like, this was like it was a 3-3. It was a 3-1 game. They just let up a lead. The White Sox came back. Sohei's playing like one of the best games of his career up until that point. Up until that inning, he was having a great game. It was like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm an NBA guy and I'm very much on like the individual players mean a lot. But I feel like that's got to be the key. Like, if you can sell me on this kid, Ohtani, but you need to sell me on like 5-6 per team. Yeah. Because there's so many
But that's hard.
Because there's so many games.
Like, the equivalent of that right now would probably be like the Yankees. There's a lot of
they just got
core people. Right? They've got core people who are good at what they do. and they have a lot of them. That's why people like the Yankees. The Yankees are fun. That's why college baseball to me is better than watching an MLB game. If you watch a college baseball game, the energy is a lot higher. Not even fans wise. Players. Those kids will light up.
Yeah.
Like I could watch a 0-0 college baseball game and be on my couch screaming.
You could watch just the bench.
Literally, no.
I've bench cam.
Have you seen?
That makes
college
sense.
Bench. The kids on the college benches do stupid shit. Like I watched it the other day. I watched a kid take a bite out of an orange, whole like skin and all, like just.
Hey, like
because he knew the camera was on it.
He just did it to be funny.
He just pulled out an orange from
and
just took a bite out of it.
Like that's funny.
Yeah,
we need more character.
And then another kid took some watermelon and started eating it upside down, like from the green part.
Yeah, and that's funny.
It's just funny.
That's super
you don't
fun.
See that in the MLB.
There's some of that. No. MLB is no fun.
No,
it feels like sometimes.
Unfortunately, sometimes yes.
Yeah.
I do like World Series, playoff baseball.
Be good.
Yeah,
always
100%.
Be good. There's nothing you can do to change that. I feel like playoff baseball.
It's a different energy. You know why? Because they're playing for the title, and they also get paid more when they win.
How about this then, right? So here's the problem. Here's a major problem with baseball. There's too much of it. That's my. If I were to cut,
like the 162, 100 something, whatever.
162, 164 games maybe.
Something like that. I should know that. I'm sorry.
It's 162 because I know when they have that like extra game, it's 160. It's the third. It's 163rd. So it's 162 usually, maybe. So
it is a lot of baseball.
That's just regular season. Like it's like, and it's every day.
Yeah,
every day.
It's a lot.
Like you'll go a month. You'll miss like two a week, once a week.
They play 4 teams in a week. Like they play the same. They have 4 games in a week.
That should be better though.
The same team. 4
times.
If
I play the Yankees 4 times, if I'm the Red Sox and I play the Yankees 4 times in a row, by the 4th game we should have 3 guys ejected, and it should be like the most intense. Never. Why? It's because why? Because it's not. There's no stakes.
No.
It's just a regular. It's just It's hard to get up and play as a baseball player. A regular season game at the end of July.
Yeah, something you're chilling.
Especially if you're a vet, 10-year vet.
Yeah, like dude, even in high school, in high school, playing for Legion shuffle shit like that. Just like you're just like
middle of the season.
He's a great example. He's a great example, and I don't even know if people here. There will be people here who know about this. We had a game one day at Playstead for Legion. We were like the shit. We were the shit team of Legion. Not like bad.
Yeah.
We were just assholes. Absolute assholes.
Yeah.
The commissioner of the league played us. He had a team, right?
Mm-hmm.
He came up to us. He came up to like me, Big John, and somebody else, and he was like, "Oh, the league told me that you guys are absolute arrogant assholes." Comes up to 3 kids. We were swinging, getting ready for our game, and he's like, "The league told me that you guys are the biggest pieces of shit on the team." And we were like, "We can be." That's it. That's always it. I was like,
if you put us in that position, we will fight.
Yeah. Oh, it absolutely happened. But we were playing. I think Lexington. Like we were getting our asses fucking clapped. Like we were getting bent over for money.
Yeah.
And not enough money. No. And I remember they were about to slaughter us. Like we were down like 11-1, something stupid like that. We had like Dave Welch on the mound, doesn't even pitch.
Yeah.
And we had like a close plate to plate. Us, like we're running, we're trying to score. Kids out at the plate, and our bench lights up. Our bench, yeah. And coach's son's like, guys, my dad's gonna be pissed. And we're like, oh no, fuck. Like we just weren't. It was just one of those days. We just weren't having it as a team. We're getting our ass beaten, and we were like, no, I'm just not here for it. It happens. It absolutely happens.
Yeah, and it's more exciting when you have like an electric.
Yeah.
When people care.
And then we've had games where like we're being absolute arrogant pieces of shit. This is a good one. Let's get into this one. So, it was Chris Blackyer. Chris Blackyer started it. I don't even think we did anything. I don't even think he did anything. To this day, I don't think he did anything. Coach comes out and he's like, "Yo, we just hit my catcher." I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Guys, like he okay, this coach. Full open hand slaps the shit out of his catcher with a mask on, throws his mask off, everything. He was like, "How did you miss that?" That's exactly what he just did. I'm sitting there. I'm like, "You just hit him. Are we not gonna talk about that?"
That's corporal punishment.
and he's like, "How the fuck did you miss that?" Blah 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 blah. And kid's like, "All right, whatever." And then I get up. I hit a single, some shit like that, and like Billy Crowley's at first base. He's a first base coach.
Yeah.
And he's like, this coach is a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
First baseman comes over. He's like, this coach is my dad. Billy goes, your dad's a real pussy. True story, 100%. Yeah. Like we were those kids. Like that same game, right? Mm-hmm. We didn't shake hands. It had gotten that bad.
Yeah, and that's just like a thing you always do.
It was like once or twice a week. Like we just absolutely
just leave,
wear you out.
No one wants to shake hands with those kids, though. And like we were never really those kids. We weren't really like. No, play basketball, but like we were definitely just like.
And like our parents were like, can we have like a good game this week?
Can we be nice?
Can we be friends?
Play nice.
And same thing. We go if they're fine, we're fine.
Yeah.
It's just how it was.
Yeah, you ever think maybe your guys were the problem?
No, it wasn't. Never us. It was never us. It was never. I'll ask anybody. It was never us. We didn't. The way we said it was, we don't start things. We finish things.
For sure.
We finish things. That's how it.
Like. So I was thinking, like, even because you guys just seem to just want to get up for every game just because it was funny. Like, funny. You guys were having a good time.
It was best because we weren't even. It wasn't like we were trying hard. Mm-hmm. Like we just show up, kick some team's ass, make them mad in the process, and just
like it'd be nice if we could get like other teams, like if we get like the MLB teams to feel that same.
To do that, yeah. But like energy. Then the MLB steps in and they're like, all right, let's find him. He did that. Like
yeah, that's boring.
Tim Anderson comes. You know Tim Anderson, the black guy came in like a year or two ago. Yeah. He comes in, he starts bat flipping, and people are like, "What the fuck's this guy doing?
Like, who's let him flip it back?"
Yeah, like people are
so
like people are like, "What the fuck's this guy doing? He has energy. I don't like that." Like,
he's excited.
I think somebody. Hold on, I'm actually gonna find it literally. Someone on the Reds today. Mm-hmm. They said Amir Garrett. He's a pitcher.
Yeah.
He said.
I don't know who that is.
I know. He said we are some bat flipping, showboating son of a guns, and I want everybody to know that. That's what I want. We want more of that.
But you know, I think I got a somewhat solution. Like my old way used to think like, okay, let's cut the season in half, 81 games. Let's maybe even less. Let's cut the season, but let's cut it to 7 innings, maybe. I know that's a tough thing to do to baseball fans. But cut it to 7 innings, maybe, or if not, cut it to 3 balls and you walk. I think that because a pitcher could manage that. Because obviously they get to a strike whenever they want.
Sometimes.
Some pitchers are bad. Some pitchers are just
sometimes you can't find it. You can't find it. Sometimes.
But I feel like most pitchers, like a Verlander, he could throw 100 straight strikes. Pretty much. So not like no problem, but he could definitely do that, which is like if you can do that, then it's got to be easy enough. So I think 3 balls, 3 strikes, that would speed it up a little bit better. So you wouldn't have to cut it down to 7 innings, but just be able to keep people watching for not 4 hours.
You could definitely shorten the games.
Yeah, so that's one way I was thinking of doing.
That's why they're trying to. That's why they introduced the pitch clock.
Yeah, so you have
20 seconds to throw a pitch.
But I think. The baseball won't lose that type of money. No. They won't lose that money. I don't think they'll shorten the games. They won't.
I was gonna say they'll never do it.
So
they might shorten the season, but it wouldn't be as dramatic as that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be like half.
It'd be like 140 games.
But here's what I think, right? Just make them all tournaments, like golf style.
I was gonna say what I've seen like proposed is like March Madness type. Like instead of like the break in the beginning of the middle of the year, like a March Madness type of thing.
They gotta do that in every sport too. Basketball
would be crazy.
Basketball's got 82 games in the season. Yeah. Like those are tough. Like especially with like the players are just like no one plays games.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing. It's the worst league in the world to watch during the regular season. It's the toughest one to be a fan of because they just take games off.
Yeah.
Every single player just takes games off. It's the worst thing in the world. Why I think Harden he's recently went down with an injury, but he doesn't get enough credit. He plays like a lot
of games.
Jordan, I think in his career, other than when he wasn't there, other than when like he went to play baseball, he missed 6 games, I think, or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like you missed 6. Like how? So you're gonna just magically tell me that all of a sudden we're just getting injured all the time? Yeah. Like no.
What is it? You guys just can't play load management. Load management.
Yeah, load man. I mean, like, and I guess it does like increase the end of your career, whatever. Yeah, Larry Bird played like 10 seasons. 10 great seasons, and then he called it because his back hurt.
Yeah.
He played 10 great seasons, barely missed until the last 2 seasons, and then he was like, all right, I'm done. I've given everything I can. Do that for me, please. But so the reason they don't do that is because these games mean nothing. They're still getting paid. Yeah. It means nothing. The game check, they'll still get the game check. They just say they're injured. So, if you made it all tournaments,
like start from the season
like each like there's
no seeding.
No, it's all like we'll do like power rankings or whatever. Just like have like college football.
Like the lottery, like you kind of just
you could do that too. Seeds. You could just do picking seeds, just like hey, you just randomly do it. College football, they just choose based off the rosters. They're just like we know Bama's the best team, even though they lost the game this season. We know they're the best team. Let's put them at
let's give them the 1 seed.
So if you did that for basketball, and you just because we all knew coming into the season, Lakers, Nets, we know these things.
Like the top teams are really going
to be. So you can set it up for that way and just have a 16 every team would then have some playoff time.
Is there a trade deadline?
Ooh, now this is where it's interesting.
I need Adam Silver on the other end of this.
I've never thought of the trade deadline. Yeah, that's very smart.
What do we do? Like, if some teams are out, can you come back from you're being eliminated? Can you come onto this winning team roster? Think about that. And just play ball.
That's good.
And if you get traded, off of your playoff team, like that's say you later, you're done.
Oh my God. I never thought of how the trades would work. Because let's say because of the way golf works, it's up with each person's individual.
I have no clue how
the way golf.
I have no clue
golf tennis. Yeah. Don't touch your skin and then play baseball.
What do you mean?
Baseball's like Latino.
There's more.
It was white.
There's more black. We're getting more black.
Yeah,
we're getting more black.
Yeah, they learn.
That's really. I was actually prepared to come on to here and be like, if you don't know me, the black kid that played at Medford High, that one. That's me.
Yeah. The one black dude that played baseball at Medford High
me.
Ever.
That's me.
So, definitely the sport's definitely more diverse now.
100%. Yeah.
I think hockey's next. I think at some point, black people are going to find hockey.
Dominate hockey.
And they're going to be like, oh my God, this sport is awesome.
Imagine, I'm probably, I can't say right now, I'm quite out of shape.
Yeah.
But, not like body-wise, just
good,
I used to run every day at practice just because like I'd fuck up and then the master would be like, Alex, go run. Go and I'd run all practice.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't done that since
yeah. Stamina stuff.
Yeah. So I used to run. I ran a 6.660. That's what it was.
Okay.
So I kind of equivalent that to technically I equivalent that to a 4.40.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so
it'd probably be be a little higher. It'd be like 4.6.
Yeah, ish. I wouldn't
because the startup speed.
Yeah, the startup speed. It wouldn't be perfect, but yeah.
It'd be like 4 or 5, 4, 6, which is crazy.
Put me on some skates, kid.
You'd be grooving. And the thing is, they don't have those super athletes playing hockey. Imagine if you got because you gotta think a guy you ever seen a picture? You've seen Tuukka Rask.
Yeah.
He's not that impressive. I mean, he's in nice shape. Nowadays all these they're all in great shape.
Yeah.
Professionals.
I don't know if we'd have the bruiser, play NHL, you have your picks. I don't know if we'd
put LeBron James on skates.
It depends. You put me on skates, and I could light you up with speed. It's 85% speed. 15% I lowered my shoulder and light you up.
So you could do it. You would be a physical if you really trained it all the time. Yeah. You'd be a physical presence in hockey. LeBron James playing hockey, Or say because they got Myles Garrett for the Browns, 6'5", he can jump 44-inch box jump. Scary. Terrifying. Oh, imagine he learns how to skate and shoot. They're good athletes. They're all got good skill.
I honestly think that the white race would just kind of be you can have it.
Yeah, just take hockey away. Because then you should accelerate the speed higher. You know what I mean? The speed gets the difference is
much
bigger.
faster.
So you'd notice for real oh whoa. So I think the only black guys in the league that I can think of off the top of my head, sadly, you won't know these guys. Subban.
I was Subban, yeah.
PK Subban,
yeah.
his brother
Malcolm.
Subban was a goalie, and there was this guy. I forget his first name. I want to say Jonathan Simmons. He used to play for the Flyers. I don't know if he still does. And they were all all stars. So because they're not because they're black,
but they were good.
They were really good athletes. And you could say that's
another issue is that hockey is quite expensive.
It is, and a lot of sadly,
unfortunately, a lot of depending where you come, kids from Chicago aren't gonna go and play hockey.
This is the worst.
They can't afford it.
I hate that.
They pick up a basketball and they go find a basketball.
Yeah, because it's so cheap.
Yeah.
It's free.
Yeah.
You could steal
basketballs. And the basketballs that they fucking used, like the ones that are like tethered and like they're nothing on them anymore, they'll be absolute water.
Yeah,
like,
and
that's just how it goes.
And also because you're playing in such bad conditions, like it becomes like once you get in like a nice gym with you're like, oh, I'm butter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're playing on a ground.
Like you used to shooting around with wind, like 10-mile-an-hour winds.
And then you also got like gravel. It's like beat up. You know what I mean? Even like my driveway. Like, the best. Obviously, I'm playing basketball in my driveway, so I'm not like saying I'm in the same situation as like Derrick Rose coming out of like Chicago. But like I'm just saying like even me playing on my driveway, like I had to learn how to get a better handle just because like the ball sometimes just goes that way. When you hit it. So like those types of, and it's very cheap.
Yeah.
I wish, like, my dad actually has a friend, his name is Johnny Kelly. He's doing great things. He's like, he started this hockey league where he, like, basically he gets donations and funds, goes into, like, inner cities with, like, a bus, picks up black kids, Latino kids, like, all these kids.
Play some sports.
That are poor, that can't afford hockey, and they brings them to hockey and, like, makes them play hockey, and they feed them, and they, like, have them hang out there.
Like a summer camp.
Yeah, and they ask the kids, hey, what do you want this league to be called? And they were like, and they let them all vote, and they got together, and they came back and were like, can we call it the GHL? And they're like, G for what? It's like ghetto. So they have shirts. I have a shirt. It's a ghetto hockey league.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so the parents, not the parents of those kids, love it.
Yeah.
Like the white people, like in like the neighborhood, 4 houses, 4 like towns down that don't get it. Yeah. They're like, you can't name it.
But like, what if those kids came off that bus and came into your town?
Yeah,
yeah. Let's play some stick and puck, and I'll kick your ass.
Like it's not that deep. The kids wanted it. You know what I mean? There's got to be more of that. There's got to be more. It's got to be more accessible.
Yeah, it's not very accessible.
To not just like black people, like people with less money,
general, people lower income.
Yeah, lower income, which includes like Asian people, black people, like minorities, because
you find the rare whites.
You find the rare whites that are in there. You find M&Ms. You find the M&Ms that are just hanging out in the hood, and they're good rappers. You find the good M&Ms
in the description.
I feel like a white dude that like grows up in like a more black dominated like community. They're just always rappers. Like the white guys always become rappers.
Yeah, they're around it. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, but like so are like black. I feel like black is like they end up being like all different. I mean, like I don't know. I feel like I've like we don't know. You live down the street.
I live down the street. Yeah.
I live right here. Yeah. Like we have no idea. But like maybe I'm trying to think if we're like similar. Do we have any differences because you're black and I'm white? In regards to just like you're born different to me. I'm saying like
just life in general.
Yeah, like I mean, obviously like there's some like discrimination that you feel. That I've never felt discriminated against in my life. Have you? Have you ever had like a racist experience?
Oh, I've had like a couple, maybe.
Anything like bad?
I mean, like I walked into not like a
to your face.
No, not like I walk into somewhere and someone's like, oh hey! Yeah, nobody's doing that. Nobody's done that.
That'd be crazy. Would you beat him up?
I'd be pissed. I don't know if I'm not in the moment.
It's like an old, like craggy white dude, like craggy.
Pull his cane out from under.
He's like, hey, and he says that. I think I could see you like beating him with his own cane.
So I have like. I get to like points. I get to like. Have you ever heard me just like really freak out at Vikram?
At Vikram.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say. Yeah.
I get to a point, and like if everything stops, like I'm calm, cool, calm, collected. I just kind of reset.
Yeah.
But, like I will get to a point where
keep pushing your buttons.
Yeah, I will freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like
I think that's how my anger works too. I don't know how other people's anger works.
I'm not sure. I thought that's how everybody's anger works.
I know that's how I work, but I feel like other people that I know like.
No, they just kind of.
Does Ryan Kafke like? You know what I mean?
Like, I don't even know what goes on.
Does he even have anger? Does he have any feeling other than oh? I'm like no. That's like he's such a that kid.
I don't know.
But continue.
Yeah, and just like
once you get to that point,
if somebody just gets me to that point, I feel like if I ever got to that point in a public setting, it just wouldn't end well.
Very scary.
Like being black as well. That'd be like so like. Oh, you want to talk about my perfect way to die? This is a half meme.
Yeah, I got mine.
This is a half meme.
Okay,
this is a half meme.
Because it's low-key real.
Yes, half meme. So, like, if that happened in a public setting, you know, like, say, like, I beat up this old white man.
Yeah.
Obviously, the police are gonna come.
Yes.
I beat up a white guy in public.
Yeah.
And then it turned into like one of like the typical Black Lives Matter like things, like multiple police, like guns drawn.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there and they're like, "Can you stop resisting? I'm like, what's going on?" They put me in cuffs and lay on the ground. All of a sudden, just like I got like 24 shots in my chest.
Yeah, that's your dream.
That's how I'm going out.
That we have you pictures of your face on T-shirts.
On T-shirt. No, don't put me on a T-shirt. Put me on a poster. Put me on a poster. Don't put me on a T-shirt.
I'll write that down.
All right.
I'll make sure that's.
I'd rather be on a poster and like so. I want like a parade.
Yeah.
I want everything that happened earlier last year. I want all.
Yeah, that to be.
I want chaos.
Yeah.
I want chaos. Yes. Like I want to trend on Twitter.
See this country go out in flames.
I want to trend on Twitter.
Yes.
We
can get you to trend on Twitter.
I want people angry. I want the video released. I don't care what anybody says.
I want the body cam.
Release the video. Whoever's got it, release it.
Okay, so this is good. We have this document.
Yes.
So you if that were to happen, hopefully not.
Just in case.
Hopefully
just
not.
In case.
We have it recorded,
yes.
So we know exactly what your wishes are.
I want everybody puts LLAD in their Instagram bios with the little bird, the little bird emoji, the dove emoji, the dove emoji.
Branch, whatever.
Yes.
All right, I have a scenario. This was actually I took someone else's, so this was Jake Ritchie's.
Oh, okay.
But it was so good that I'm like, all right, this is mine. This is the way I want to go out.
All right.
I go to the top of the Empire State Building. I put fireworks, strapped them all to my body, even into my butt.
Like a Jason Pierre-Paul type of thing. Is that what we're going?
But not like just a finger. I'm talking. I want to blow myself up.
Okay.
So I get put it out. It all comes back to one fuse.
Okay. Everything's like tied together.
Yeah, and I have the fuse like right here.
Okay.
And then I get to the top, and I'm standing there. And at the bottom is a pool of vicious sharks, just like swimming in circles.
How deep's this pool? You're dying on impact regardless.
Yep.
But...
So I'm dying before impact.
Yeah.
So here's the goal, right? I crowd people into the center. I jump.
Yeah.
I light.
Okay.
Hopefully the wind doesn't make
put
it
out
go up.
It might. I'm sorry.
It might. But if I just if I keep it, if I just if I figure it out, maybe I can get them all to light, and then I explode into many fireworks.
Yeah.
The people get a show.
Yeah. And blood and
the food, my water,
carcass
all into the water.
Oh, it's not gonna.
Sharks,
you're not gonna explode outwards. You're just gonna.
I'll keep myself in like a ball, and then so it should at least stay in like a certain area.
Yeah.
So when it falls, it lands.
Give them
the sharks be like. You know what I mean?
Eat you up, clean.
So the sharks get a meal.
Yeah.
People get a show.
Yeah.
I get to die a legend.
Okay. So why are you killing yourself? Just for the show.
Just cause.
What's the name of that? What's the name of that magician?
Houdini.
No, not that guy.
Copperfield.
No, Chris
Angel.
Yes. You're like, I'm gonna mind freak you.
Alright, get ready to get mind freaked. I jump off, kill myself.
That's how that goes. Everybody below you needs like a parka, like you're in like Shamu and like splash. You're in the splash zone. Yeah, everybody's in the everyone's in the splash zone.
I had I watched David Blaine do you ever seen him put the ice pick through his arm?
Yeah.
So he showed Joe Rogan a video of a guy that used to put a sword through his sternum.
Yeah, his torso. Interesting.
A sword through him. And it's not fake.
So is it like
it's real.
So what's the magic?
There is no magic.
What's
the magic is that
the magic that he can do
that he can do is that he can force his mind to do it.
Does it hurt?
Just like David Blaine, he's actually going through his skin. People are doing it for him.
That hurts.
Bad.
Yes.
And it comes out the other side.
Oh.
They feel it.
Yeah.
There's
nerves, neurons firing away.
Yeah. And sometimes when on the show with Joe, he went through halfway, and then he was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Wait a second,
I'm stuck."
All right, go. And then Joe was like, "I want to do this, man."
You know what that is? It's like we're in the wrong. He's got like a microscopic hole in his arm, right?
Yeah.
Made
wrong hole.
I missed.
So this guy would go through his sternum.
And
then they take it out and he'd live, and he died. Not doing that though. He died because he ruptured something.
Yeah, there's things in here.
And then he pulled it out, but it didn't fully explode until someone poisoned him or something. Nice. And he started coughing.
And the cough.
And instead of the cough fully ruptured him, and that's what killed him.
That's unfortunate.
Not from the poison from the sword. which is like it's like they needed each other.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how I need my fireworks and my sharks.
And your sharks.
Yeah.
Are you gonna rent the sharks or are they your sharks?
I'll buy them because I'm going out anyway, and so I'm taking the money to the
buying it on. So when you put it on like a credit card.
Yeah, sure.
So when you die, all your debt goes to your family. So you're gonna put.
I'll save. I'll say, how much is it for a shark?
How much is one shark? Go to the museum and ask them how much their shark is. Oh, not a museum.
How much is a shark?
Go to an aquarium and ask them.
If you were to guess.
What type? Like a regular.
We're talking.
Why are we talking buying a shark? Go get a boat. Go to the ocean and catch a shark.
I ain't catching a shark though. Those things are even hard to catch and keep alive. You know what I'm saying?
Cheaper than.
I heard if you harpoon a shark, it's literally the same thing as you doing this, and then just holding it there forever.
Kind of.
Because they obviously, what are they gonna do?
I wanna be in the water with like a big ass shark and just.
Do you wanna go in the cage?
What? No.
Would you ever do that?
Actually, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, they're not getting in.
Yeah,
that's my thought.
It'd be kind of cool. Definitely not my first choice. I definitely wouldn't be the one who come up with the idea.
Would you rather do that or jump from a plane? Not like with nothing on, with like a parachute.
Go skydiving.
Yeah, go skydiving. Skydiving or in a cage shark.
Am I with an am I like good enough at skydiving to jump?
No, you're with an instructor. They're like holding.
That's less fun.
Can we make it a hot lady? Would that be more fun? Would that change anything? If there's a hot lady like spooning you the entire way down?
I'm in front of a hot lady.
Yeah, you're in front. You're gonna like getting like that's the moment when you feel worse.
What am I gonna? Would I shit myself? Does that make me look bad or?
I mean,
like when we jump from the plane and she goes like this and like the cord's in her hand, like nothing rips out.
It actually
she's like, oh shit.
It changes our momentum. Now I'm just like, we're flying now. She's like, I wasn't anticipating this. And then, I wonder if anyone's ever like people definitely poop themselves.
They probably pee themselves. 100%. They land on the ground. You look down.
Or like, I know people. You ever seen people pass out and then
they
come back. Pass out.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on. They're like, holy shit. They're like, that was awesome. But like,
yeah, but I'm passed out.
But like, I'm gonna pass out. Don't mind me.
For anyone that was curious, that's still here, sadly. But it's wondering. I have the game here.
Yeah, I've been glancing up at it.
And I have to. I have to do my occasional look back just to see how bad my Celtics are.
I want. You see the Red Sox jerseys today?
I didn't know.
The Red Sox released new jerseys today.
Really? Can you pull them up for me?
Yes, 100%.
All right. Should I put them there?
Yes, you can put it right there.
Right there. Actually, you know what? Send it to me as well once you pull it up, so I can put it right there.
Because I'm 18. It's funny. So my cousin was actually in the reveal, and I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah. So that's literally him right there, sitting there.
Okay.
And no, you missed it. He's the first black guy in the very beginning.
Oh, is he already there? Oh,
yeah, that's his shoes, and then that's him sitting.
Your cousin?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then he has like some more parts later. You can watch the rest later.
But where's the jersey?
Oh, I don't know if they're yellow. You'll see it. Yellow and blue. He's from Dorchester. He said the Dorchester part.
Oh, wait a second.
Yeah. So,
can
we talk about how the Celtics don't get anything cool?
Why do they only do green, black, and white?
Like when everyone else got
that's a cool different.
That's
color.
different. And only 12 teams got that this year. Only 12 teams got like a new like whatever concept they're going for. Yeah. So, like when the Celtics get a new jersey, like the white one they got this year, the new one, it just says Boston Celtics on it. What is that? Stupid. Whose idea was that?
I mean, like, I get it's supposed to look like the banner. I'm like, well, you suck.
But I got banners up there. I can look at them all day.
18 of those things. Like 17 of those things. Going for 18. We're not gonna get it. But like, we're going for 18. Like, let's not put on each other's jerseys. Not this year, but like, it's all right. Yeah, it's really bad. But there was like, I think they need to get like a different. Like, 'cause the Mavericks got like a gold and white, and like the even the Heat got like those Vice City ones, which are like a little eccentric. But I like them. And it'd be cool if we had something like, at least that weren't our colors.
Yeah.
You know, like just something that's
different.
Just throw some blue on it.
Yeah.
Throw like a blue shamrock in the dead center.
Yeah.
And just be like, ballsy. If it doesn't work out, just get rid of them.
Yeah.
But like, why are we going to keep shuffling through these same 3 color schemes?
I don't know.
It ain't ideal. But you know what, Alex? I think we're getting close to time here because we just watched the entire half of basketball.
8:47.
So it's got to be.
I don't know when we started.
I don't know when we started either. We'll check in a second.
Right.
But Do you have any like parting words that you want to say?
I mean, it was great to be here.
Yeah,
I'd love to come back. I had a great time. I was afraid you were gonna hit me with some Dom DeLuca kind of questions. I was
No.
I was very
So special for Dom DeLuca.
I was very scared, but I'm glad. I'm glad I'm here.
You're a good conversationalist. Yeah, it doesn't. Me and you both. It doesn't take much to get us to speak. So
everything just kind of like. I was afraid of like having the issue of not being able to like transition topics.
Yeah.
But everything just
flowed perfectly.
Flowed well.
That's usually how that's been going. You kind of like forget, you almost forget for a second.
That
like, no cameras,
this is
no
all
nothing.
here.
You're just kind of like talking to DOD. Yeah, nothing better than talking to DOD.
We should come back and have like a panel. Like there should be a couple of us.
I want to do these things.
And we just sit down and just shoot the shit.
I gotta get a camera. I want to get 2 cameras. This is an expensive one, but I want 2 cameras. I just got a USB extender, so I might be able to bring like this closer to me, move the camera back a little bit. I'm figuring it out. I'm learning.
I'm with you.
So hopefully I can do that soon. I want to have like 3 camera angles. That'd be kind of
cool. Yeah.
More editing for me.
It is much more editing because you got
like
if I'm talking, and then you're talking, you gotta cut that.
Which honestly, it might make me a better host because sometimes I get caught up in like my own words, which I don't really matter. I'm here every time. Yeah. But like you matter. You're a person that's there in that seat.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're right. But you matter. The person in that seat's the one that's most important. But glad you came on. Of course. You'll be back.
I want to come back.
I want to come back.
I want to come back. I will. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you will be back. All right, buddy. Thank you very much for doing it.
No problem.
All right, let's see what we got for time.